a bit close. But I reckon we'll be alright. Sunday the 29th of September, and it's wet. So I'll be going over to see parents before long, but another hour. In the meantime, I'm going to take the topper off and put the slitter on. We've got a lot of wet coming our way, so now's the time to open the ground up and get rid of some of that moisture. While I'm in here, I might as well fess up now. Quite a few of you have asked me to do a video on the 165. It's gone. It's no longer with us. A local chap, who I don't know well, but I know of, needed it much more than I did, wanted it a lot more than I did. For his own reasons, he really wanted it, so I'll let it go. I'll let him have it, even at a small loss, because he deserved it. So sorry, no video on the 165 because it is no longer my tractor. So hopefully I won't lose too many subscribers for that, but at least I was honest. Right. Another reason for putting the slitter on is a neighbour of mine asked if he can borrow my harrows. Don't tend to lend stuff out really, but he's a good neighbour, so I said yes. Only thing is, the slitter's in front of the harrows, so it's got to be shifted anyway. So this tap's got to come off. Slitter put on. No biscuit this morning. I gave her the choice: come out of the tractor with me or stay in front of the log burner. She doesn't love me that much. Well, it was a mucky old day. The pile of soil that I squeezed and made last week looked lovely when it was dry, and I went to put my sheet over top of it to keep it dry, and it appears the tree team might have borrowed it, and that it might now be full of holes. They're a light fingered bunch, that lot there. So 2 new sheets ordered. Oh, that light. Let's try that again. Maybe I should concentrate on what I'm doing. 2 new sheets ordered. I'll get that under cover, because there's no point trying to handle that while it's wet. That'll be a job a bit later on if we get some dry weather. We've got loads of work to do on the golf course. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. It's got to be done. Right, let's get this thing off. These might be useful. Right then, should we go cut some holes? I want to make sure he lifts high enough. I don't want those knives hitting the floor. So this is the Ritchie slitter we bought last year. Much to the delight of Bob Patterson, because it's made not far from him, or something like that. I think it proved its worth last year. Everything seemed to grow better, so I'm assuming that helping to break up the pan on the top and allowing the water and air to percolate down to the roots all did good. That's too close to the gate. Excuse me, I've got to open the gate. First things first, a bit of grease, I think. Back in the barn. Right, I'll leave it up in the air. Easy to get to the zerks. Nice and easy to grease this thing. Only a few points, so this won't take long. Done. Like I say, this won't take long, did it? Okay, so different from last year, you can offset these knives with this fella here. So doing this up or screwing it in moves this slide that holds the bearing carrier up and down. So you can actually offset these knives. I want to set them to parallel on the golf course because all I want to do is produce just neat slits. I don't want to take chunks out. Last year we had it set much more aggressively with this pulled back. So as the knives were exiting the soil, they were actually pulling plugs out, which is fine if you want to really aerate your soil, but not so good if you want to cut silage with it in the next few months, because you get dirt in the silage and you end up having to roll it because you've pulled lumps of dirt out. Anyway, so lesson learned on grazing pasture, stuff that's getting a lot of cattle traffic, stuff like that, and stuff you're not going to cut for hay, haylage or any fodder. Yes, screw this up one way or the other and actually aggressively attack the soil, and it will do the ground a power of good. But if you want to make hay or haylage or silage, especially silage, haylage, put it in dead center, just slits, no plugs. Okay, so we are looking at 9:14. We'll put the tractor out on the golf course. I don't think we're going to do much today or this morning because it is Sunday morning, visit the parents time. Oh, there's been the NFU poster in there. NFU very kindly gave me a poster display so I could advertise them. Thanks, NFU. I wanted to support British farmers poster with a Union Jack on it. Right then. So, markets. That's a bit less aggressive. I think I might turn them in a little bit more though. Come in. Still taking some chunks up, but not quite so many, so screw in a bit more. Try that, bit at a time. See, what I should have done really, maybe, read the manual. So 5.5 kilometers an hour. Blades are going right in, so that's one thing. Still fairly harsh. Not even sure if it isn't harsher. Well, we'll do a strike down. See how it goes. Go up a notch just to see what happens with the depth of the blades. Yeah, they're still going right in. So we're doing just a fraction under 7 kilometers an hour now. So 5 and a bit mile an hour. Lamb's thinking, what's he doing? Silly man. We intend to do the entire farm with this again this year, because I am fairly convinced that last year it made a big difference to our crop. And pulling these plugs out is absolutely, definitely helping to aerate the soil. I might just do a couple of twists in more, see if it makes any difference. Big ball fish going there, watch the attention too. Where are we? You can stay there a bit. Poor little knife. His main job is cutting off thistles. A bit small really. Always get in the hand, but the thing is, that's all you guys that carry a knife for work will know you can't carry anything too big. The law frames on it. So it's better than no knife. We've got a dip here, so this isn't probably a very fair place to assess penetration and how much marking it's making, but that actually already looks better. So last year when I did this, I harrowed it first and slitted it second, which seemed at the time to be the right way around. But obviously I was left with all these little lumps. So this year, as an experiment perhaps, I'm going to do it way around. I'm going to slit first and harrow it second. So then all these little bits have been pulled up will get rattled about a bit, just to perhaps help them break down. I know that means running over some of the slits and closing up some of the holes, but I don't think it's going to do that much damage, you know what I mean, so it won't make that much difference. We'll see, we'll find out. And yeah, the grain seems to be just right. Blades are shined up nice. 8 kilometers an hour right now seems to be, well, just right. Onwards and upwards. I'll probably finish this field today. Maybe start the golf course later. But I'm off to see parents now. So maybe in the next clip, I'll put you under the machine. You can have a look, see what's going on. thought I'd put down stone. Turn Whistling Willie off. Right, we'll see you later. I'm back. Mother and father are fine, so right, I want to put you under there somewhere. Where can we go? I reckon on there. One of these. Let's put you there. She cut the back off. Annoy me. Right there, I reckon. And another one, I think I'll put on the other side, looking down the length. These things are only well, less than £1 each, so may never get used again. But then again, they might. I can remember I put them there. Right then, let's see how that goes. My father I was doing this today. Hello? Come in, number 5, your time was up. Is that a code for your dinners on the table? Okay, I'm on my way. Thank you. Dinner time. So we'll come back to that. I'll finish this strip. I'm going to have me roast, or whatever it is, the delightful nosh I got for Sunday roast. usually about. It's important not to turn with this thing in the ground. You can help it. Yeah, before I go, I will say, I told Father I was doing this today, and he goes, "Oh, I thought that was a spring job." No, Dad. I'll do this autumn because after the year of compaction and animals and the dry, I reckon this is the best time of year to do this, to be honest. When we want the moisture to get into the ground, especially this year because the subsoil is desiccated. So I intend to do it now. Quite possibly would do some of the fields in the spring again as well. So right then, dinner. You'll excuse me.